Come on over, it's time for TimFriend.
Hello friends, welcome back to TimFriend and welcome me back to my home. I'm sorry that there was a small gap in uploads of lasting one Earth week, but here we are, we're back again and we're kicking ass. I had to go out of town because there was a very sad death in my family, but now I'm back. I'm back to kick some ass, Lord Arundel. Kick some ass. Oh no. Oh, he pavisted. Wow, a lot just happened there. Okay, so I hit him and he pavist, and then I hit him and he pavist, and then I crit him and he pavist. That, I think, as well. So a lot just happened there. Do our hopes end here? I don't remember his voice because it's been 2 weeks since I said the words with his mouth. I'll do what I must. Good job to do, and good job, Gilbert. Miserable. What a miserable level up. Lord Arundel, I need. Sorry, he doesn't say Lord Arundel. I just thought he did. Uncle, I need to know. The incident 9 years ago. You were involved, weren't you? You know something. What did Cornelia? No. What did my stepmother do? You are not qualified to look into the darkness. You and Edelgard. Do your best to kill each other. You are family, after all. There it is. The light. Get out of here, Lord Arundel, you creepy son of... Man, only 6 turns. Only 6 turns. It took me like 2 weeks to fucking beat this level. We rescued Hilda and Judith. That got us a giant shell and a goddess icon. That's nice. I didn't expect that, but I'm happy about it. What a nice little secondary objective that rewards you other than just like you made sure 2 people didn't die. He's dead. There goes our chance to gain more information. Then again, even if we had managed to capture him alive, judging by the way he was acting. For now, let's rejoice in our victory. Teach is absolutely right. We should take this rare opportunity to let off some tension. It's Cloud. It's been a long time, Claude. I'm glad to see that you're safe. Same. I haven't seen you since the nightmare that was Gronder. You really did come to help us. You must be a bunch of soft-hearted suckers, eh? If you really felt that way, you would not have set up a defensive battle in the hopes that we would come. It worked out only because we made it in time. Were you really so confident that we would answer the call? Of course. I knew you wouldn't hesitate to put yourself second and come running to our aid. How insightful. And sort of manipulative. You and I are cut from different cloth. I wouldn't make a move unless I could gain something from it. You've always been just the opposite. And of course, I've always been fond of taking dangerous risks. After all, I sent that express messenger before you had even recaptured the kingdom capital. If all went to plan, I knew you'd recapture it soon, and then respond to our request for aid. It was riskier than usual, I'll give you that. But it was the only card I had to play, so I took the gamble. You crossed too many dangerous bridges for my liking. I know, but that ends today. What do you mean? Here, take this. Use it however you see fit. It's Failnaught? The silliest named relic in the game? Legendary bow, Failnaught. Isn't this the hero's relic of House Regan? Hold, Claude. This must be one of your jokes. You cannot truly intend to part with this. It's not a joke. As of today, the Leicester Alliance is no more. Just what are you planning, Claude? If you're gonna lead Fodlan, then the Alliance Lords will follow you. Back in the day, the Alliance split off from the Kingdom. I'm just putting us back together again. Oh, and I've already gained the support of the other Lords at the Round Table Conference, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy. All that's left for me is to officially step down as the leader of the Alliance. Will you join our army? Yeah, that would be radical. Hold your horses there, Teach. I'm leaving Fodlan. There are things I have to do. Dreams I need to see to fruition. That's why I became the Alliance leader to begin with, actually, but left me no time for what I was really after. Better not take on too many responsibilities yourselves, or else you'll end up in the same boat. And remember, both the living and the dead cling to us without any regard for our own lives. It's up to us to break free of that weight, to follow the path that we believe in. Claude. Oops, almost forgot the most important thing. If you're looking for Rhea, apparently she's being held captive in the Imperial capital. It doesn't sound like they intend to kill her, but there's no telling what they're planning. You have my gratitude, Claude. Gratitude? Thanks, but no thanks. As far as I'm concerned, we're even now. I don't know how many years will pass until then, but let's promise to meet again. When we do, don't be too hard on me, Your Highness, Your Kingliness. What could he possibly mean? We actually get Failnaught? That's crazy. I had no idea. What a hat, huh? Because, like, we don't get Emir or Ariad Bar in the other ones, unless we do get it in, like, Silver Snow or some shit. Do we? No, I doubt it. I doubt that. Well, Dimitri, are you finally going to tell us the damn truth? What are you talking about? Didn't Lord Arundel say something about you and Edelgard being family? To claim that the king and the emperor are related. Could it be? I suppose I never told you, though I do recall mentioning it briefly to the professor. Lord Arundel spoke the truth. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Political turmoil drove my stepmother out of the empire. Father fell in love with her at first sight, and they married. I lost my birth mother before I was old enough to remember her. My stepmother filled that role for me. But she lost her life in Dusker 9 years ago, along with father. Hang on. I didn't even know she was your stepmother. Did my father know about this? Yes. All those who were close to my father knew, including Rodrigue. But to speak openly about it would have caused a scandal, and so she was our secret. No one in the general public knew about her. Naturally, the fact that Edelgard and I are step-siblings was kept a secret as well. I'm finally beginning to understand what you went through 5 years ago. I mean, Edelgard is the only family you have left, isn't she? To find out someone so precious to you is actually your most hated enemy. How heartbreaking. But wait, you two were born and raised in 2 different territories, right? So you probably never met until you were both at the academy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think the idea of fighting family is just about the worst thing ever. But hopefully the fact that she's a stepsister who you never really knew helps with the pain. I don't know, it was just a thought. I'm afraid that's not the case. Though it was only for a short time. Edelgard once called Ferdiad home. Sorry, I spoke a little bit in Felix's voice by accident. It was a long time ago, but she was a cherished friend of mine. Wait, I remember now. She was that girl, wasn't she? The one you gave a dagger to. So your little girlfriend was Edelgard. Sylvain, if you have any more foolish things to say, please hold them for later. I do have a few more up my sleeve, but they can wait. Go on, Your Highness. This is important for us to hear. She may be a hated enemy now, but the Emperor is your old friend and your stepsister. Can you bring yourself to kill her? I will kill her, if I must. But if there is any chance that the world she seeks to create could be a just one, then I would love to see a future in which I may reach out my hand for her and have her reach back. That said, I have no intention of letting my personal feelings cloud my judgment. Too much is at stake. Your Highness, I think you should meet with the Emperor and at least try to talk to her. If there's any hope of ending this war without more bloodshed, we have to try. Besides, killing your own family... I'm sorry, but it's not right. I think so too. And you are right that we should at least try. Huh. Man, a Fire Emblem where it feels like you're going to try to get peace with the enemy, and maybe it's more achievable than other Fire Emblem games. I see. So my uncle's defeat is beyond doubt? Yes, Your Majesty. I have confirmed it via countless channels. I advise that we accept this as a drop of joy amid a pool of sorrow. Pretty words, but I'm afraid we can't rest until the joy outweighs the sorrow. And for that to happen, it now seems we must confront them all at once. Dimitri, who took back Ferdiad, Claude, who managed to protect the Alliance, and that professor, who is successfully mobilizing the Knights of Ceros. What will you do, Your Majesty? Pull back our forces. In the west to Arian Road. In the east to Fort Mercius, I presume. There's no better place for such a confrontation, after all. Indeed, and dispatch the Death Knight to guard it. He can buy us some time. In the meantime, I will... Forgive me, but I must speak bluntly. I do not agree with what you intend to do. Though slight, there is a chance that once done, it cannot be undone. Even I cannot always choose the direction my path leads me. There is no other way, and so I must walk on. Huh. What could she be talking about? Also, didn't I just take back Arian Road? Like, this is a little paralogue, timey-wimey, jumpity-jumpity, but Hubert was there. Hubert was there. Like, if it was just a messenger that they'd have to send all the way back to Anbar, that's a little silly. It's a little silly. Maybe they gave you extra time for the paralogue just because, you know, as we're rocketing close to the finale of the game, maybe they want to give you more time in case you gotta do shit. When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Great. Okay. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate. Oh, shit. Riding this momentum, the kingdom army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces. The chaos dissipates even though we fucking basically confederate another quarter of the continent into one kingdom. That seems like a recipe for more chaos, not less chaos. Boop, 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 boop. Who cares? All right. Until then, though, until Fort Mercius, I believe we get to go to school. Is that incorrect? Is that correct? Let's see. It was like Fort Mercius and then like 2 missions until the end of the game in Golden Deer. I can't remember, because I know we did a Fort Mercius fight in Golden Deer. And it's probably going to be pretty similar with the Death Knight, etc. Alright, dialogue. We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month. The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty one after another. Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance. Although it was a rough go at first, I'm starting to feel like we could actually win this. True. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way. We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along. If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor. If we're gonna march from the monastery to Anbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrden again, right? Yes, I believe so. As we've gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south. And then we'll take Mercius, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side. An impregnable fortress? That seems like a bad target to hit. Fort Mercius. I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road. Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there. But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses. Should we try to avoid it? Yeah, just bail. If we try to avoid it, those troops will follow us and attack from the rear. It is best for us to handle the situation head-on. Once we take Fort Mercius, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal. In other words, we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time. If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses. I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Mercius is someone we've crossed blades with many times. It is the Death Knight who awaits us there. Oh, gasps! The General Ruckus. Oh no! The Death Knight. Have we even fought him in this run? No, because we haven't won in any Dark Seals. Whip whip. There's just not a lot of dude mages except Hannemans. Okay. Great. Oh, so I guess so. The DLC was released in unfortunately the time that I had to take a break. But I'm not sure how much is gonna apply since we're already in the fucking Fistfuls of Fish. Oh fuck, dude. Oh fuck, it's time. It's time to go back into the darkness, into the fish-filled darkness. Well, we got 15 minutes. How are we doing on sports? Okay, we've got enough. I can vamp for enough time that I'll be able to do all my fishing afterwards. But yes, the DLC introducing a new sort of side path called Cindered Shadows, which is a stupid name, but a name nonetheless. So I'm gonna play it on my own at some point because we're, I believe, far too late to do it in this run. I hope it is good. It's like a full thing. It's even got new characters and stuff like that, and I'm down with that. Also introduces new classes, but I think in order to use them, we've got to also like do the DLC, so I probably won't see a whole lot, but we might be able to get Anna? That might be the case. I'm not 100% sure. So let's roll around, roll around a ratty good round. By the bait, because you know what Tim's gotta do. You know what Tim's gonna be doing for 2 Earth hours after this. Yeah, he gonna be fishing. He gonna be fishing and watching Let's Plays on YouTube, because sometimes that's what I do. Thanks. Hey, no problem, man. I got your back on this one. We didn't actually pick up the quests, did we? Boop, boop, boop. It was like from chapter 5 onward. I don't know if we can even get it. Yeah, I doubt we can even fucking get it. Alright, let's do a supply run. What's up, Gilbert? Give me that. Even in the kingdom, only a few people knew about His Highness's and Edelgard's relationship. Me? I always knew those two to be like brother and sister. To think that we would come to see this world, where they are at war with one another. I live it, and I can still barely imagine such a truth. Great. You want some dried vegetables? What the fuck? Oh, I guess I don't have dried vegetables. Well, whatever. Let's do our dang dinner time dadness, or summertime sadness. Are they part of the same country? Whatever, Shamir. I know you're talking about the fucking Leicester Alliance in the Kingdom. Okay. Dedue needs to hit that A rank with Annette. He needs to support with Gilbert and Mercedes only needs to hang out with Dedue. So let's do that shit first. Let's go down to the Fisherman's Bounty. We got Dedue, but not Mercedes. Well, let's do it anyway. Don't you love that joke? Don't you love how I say do it anyway? Like, cause his name rhymes with do. So it's like you can slip it into conversations. Isn't that fun? And that's just like a fun thing you can do. Done. Mercedes is done, son. Demito needs Ingrid, Flame, Glibert, Eloise, Catherine. Annette, I think, needs Dedue and Demito and Glibert. So let's have... we can't do Dedue. We could do Glibert. Who else can chat with Glibert that we care about? Can't do Catherine. We could do Eloise. We should do Glibert and Eloise, shouldn't we? Yeah, alright. So I'll do Annette and Demito. That'll be this one. Boop, 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 boop. Fisherman's Bounty. It's this one. Or 2 fish saute. Demito, why don't you like fish? You son of a bitch. Eat the stupid thing. I know you want to. It's delicious. Hang out with this very adorable girl who I ship with Felix and Ash. It's very difficult not to ship her with everyone because she's just so friggin' cute. Alright, we done Dedue, we done Annette, we done Mercedes, we done Demito. Felix Navi, who? Oh, Felix is done. Hell yeah, baby. Sylvain is done, I believe. Ash and Catherine. Yeah, that's... Well, we could just wait for that to occur in battle. And do Catherine Shamir, or Catherine Seteth, or Catherine Lorenz. We're doing Gilbert and Eloise, I believe. Let's see what their shit is. Gilbert, not Eloise. God damn it. Alright, go down to the fish time. There, Gilbert and Eloise. What a very convenient duo. Just eat the stupid fish. So I'm about to get 50,000 more fish. I do not care. Just eat all this fucking fish. Support. Probably Seteth and Flame. Yeah, let's do Seteth and Flame. Because that's important. Seteth? Oh, Flame is not down for sauteed pheasant and eggs. If you say so, Flame. Where's the fucking fish? Boop. 2 fish saute. Seteth, you like this shit? No? It's fish. You love fishing. I guess it is canonical that he does not eat the fish, so Alright, Sedith, you squeaked out of this problem. Eat your lovely lunch together. Look at those sandwiches. It is just adorable. I love it. Alright. Manuela and Lawrence? Manuela, yeah, I don't want to do Manuela and Lawrence because that's singing. I'm afraid to do a singing. Shamir and Catherine, yeah. Yup. Wait, can they? I mean, at least one fucking can. Let's do it. Eat that shit. Maybe Catherine will get all the way the boosty ups in the motivation. Will she? Come on. All the way up. Oh, I didn't even look at it. Boop, 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 boop. Goals. Yeah, she went all the way up. Nice. Supports. Let's see. Ash just needs Catherine at this point. Ingo needs Demito, Sedith, and Catherine. Alright. Leone needs a lot of people. Most of them are faculty. But we want to crush the faculty on faculty stuff first. Manuela just needs Sedith and Lorenz. Okay. I think we're pretty good to go when it comes to that. Other than that, we just need people whose motivation is low. Sylvain, Ingrid, and Lorenz. Alright. Sylvain and Ingrid. Let's see how much you fuckers like fish. Sylvain. Nope. Okay, here's Lorenz and Manuela. Oh, wait, that's Bourgeois Pike. Not Bourgeois Pike. I need Sylvain and Lawrence. Eat this 2-fish saute. These douchers. These womanizing douchers. Both got pretty cool, like, mid-level World of Warcraft-ass pauldrons. And then Fisherman's Bounty. Ooh, Fisherman's Bounty. Ingrid and Leone. Two people who can't talk to each other are now forced to talk to each other. Do it. Yes. Great. I love it. Fuck it. Let's just crank out some sports. Let's do that shit, huh? Demito and Catherine. Let's see how this go. This is probably a pre-time skip one that's just been shifted, but we'll see. Another day, another training session, I see. You're quite dedicated. And practicing with the sword today. Weren't any good with it when you were little, as I recall. And who told you that? Lord Rodrigue mentioned it to me. He said you used to swing your sword so hard that you'd break it. That was ages ago. I've had plenty of time to improve since then. Now I count swordplay as one of my specialties. Care to see for yourself? Well, I can't just take your word for it, can I? Let's see what you got. Clang, sword fight, clunk, with wood swords probably. Well, I'm impressed. You're better than I expected. I could say the same of you. I suppose we students still have much to learn. No need for false modesty. We fought as equals just now. You're strong, and your form is excellent. You're clearly an experienced fighter. But you're greedy. You can't be so impatient to win. It'll come at a grave cost. Greedy, I see. I'll take that note to heart. You have my thanks for the instruction. It returns. The formality, the stiffness. Anyway, after we're through here, I might head into town for some food. Care to join me? I appreciate the invitations, but I have certain duties I must attend to this evening. Of course you do. Never mind about my plans, then. I thought you'd say that. You have the same sense of responsibility as I do. You think so? I didn't want to push you to join me. We can just do it another day. I'll confess, I'm taking a shine to you. I'd like to talk to you more. I would like that as well. Ever since I saw you wielding a sword all those years ago, I've been following in your footsteps. To be able to stand with you and cross swords is quite a... Hey, slow down. Where'd all this come from? You're embarrassing me. That's enough chatter for now anyway. Let's get back to sparring, this time with lances. I won't hold back. Show me what you can do. Right. Prepare yourself. That's cute. That's cute. That was nice. I could see a ship occurring there. Let's see deep voice and deep voice. That way, when I'm fishing, I can let my voice fucking recover from this support conversation. Hello. Dedu, yes? Finished praying? Jesus Christ. I am, yes. You've grown much since I saw you last. You are a man now. You barely know me. True, I suppose we did only meet a handful of times. As haggard as you look now, you were even worse when I last saw you in the capital. Haggard, eh? True enough. Still weighed down by the same regret, I see. I was unable to protect the king. That is the ultimate failure. one I must atone for. If you have the spare time to beg forgiveness, then pick up a lance and train. That would do nothing to atone for the dead. Your prayers are mere self-indulgence. You do not understand. No, I do not. Fargus needed you. His Highness needed you. There was no other choice but for me to leave. What would you have done if you were in my place? If His Highness had died due to your failures? If he commanded me to live, then I would live. Otherwise, I would die with him. I have nothing left to lose other than His Highness. Home, family, all but that man I have already lost. Ugh. You were a knight in service to the king for decades. Not only did you excel in bravery, wisdom, and tactics, but in matters of character you are an ideal knight, utterly above reproach. That is what His Highness has always said. I have only come this far by modeling my conduct after his stories of you. But now... Forget those words spoken by His Highness. I am no different a man than I was before. Beaten down by sin, alone and weak. I am lost and irredeemable. Damn. What a fucking bummer of a conversation. Whew! Yipers jipers. How? How did we do this? Oh, maybe I had to do a thing last time. Whatever. Oh, Dedu, are you praying to the goddess of Fodlan? That seems odd. Won't the Dusker gods be upset if they hear you praying to another land's deity? The Fodlan goddess was recognized in Dusker, too. The deities of foreigners are seen as the protectors of their respective lands. Okay, well, great. It has been said that we would offer our prayers to her in times of war. Huh. So, the goddess is part of a pantheon. I guess that's one way to interpret it. Anyway, what are you praying for? For peace to come even one day sooner. That's a lovely prayer. I was just thinking about praying for that myself. I see. Hey, Dedu, what are your plans for yourself once this war is finally over? To serve His Highness for the rest of my days. I thought you might say that. And you? That's a good question. I was thinking about traveling to Dusker. To Dusker? There's nothing of interest left there. Isn't it where you were born? And isn't it where your wonderful food and stories come from? I think those are reason enough to visit at least once. Mercedes, if you will allow it, I would like to accompany you. His Highness would surely grant me leave to go. You really think so? Then I hope the war ends as soon as possible. As do I. We're going to have to shower the goddess with prayers. We'll pray that she watches over and protects us while we work to end this war. Then, when it's finally finished, we can travel. That promises to be interesting. We should pray to the Dusker gods as well. Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Which of the Dusker gods should we pray to? For victory, we pray to the god of war. Or? Just the god of war. Come on, what were you going to say? Oh, I know. It's the god of travel, right? Let us leave it at that. I knew I was right. You taught me so much about your gods. So let's pray. For the end of the war and for our safe travels to Dusker. We go from standing normally animation to praying animation pose. And that's done. Dedu and Ingrid crank out all these deep voice boys and their deep voice conversations. ... Dedu? Are you okay? You look unwell. Ingrid. Is my face frightening? What? I mean, sort of. Not exactly. I wouldn't use the word frightening. Aggressive, maybe? But it's really nothing to worry about. Why? Did someone say something cruel? I made a village child cry. Oh, I see. Let me guess. You feel like you look frightening, so you walked around with a smile glued to your face. How did you know? I'm starting to understand how you think. The thing is, forced smiles never work well. They usually just end up making a person look creepy and insincere. I see. Duly noted. To be honest, when we first met, I was pretty intimidated by you. Not because of a smile, but a lack of any emotion whatsoever. And you so rarely spoke. I had no idea what to make of you. ... But that's only because I wasn't making an effort to get to know you. Because you were from Dusker. As I started to get to know you, to understand your personality, I realized what a fool I'd been. Personality? You may come off intimidating, but underneath that cool exterior is a kind, loyal, and noble person. A really wonderful person. In a certain regard, you're one of the knightliest people I know. ... What is it? Wonderful person. This is the first time anyone has ever said a thing like that to me. It is rather awkward. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Which kind of is now. Ugh. Oh, they do blushes. That's cute. Ugh. Well, let me know if you need anything. Yes, of course. Same to you, to do. Oh, that's cute. That was cute. That was nice. I liked that one. Alright, next time on TimFriend, you will hear the voice of a broken man who has spent all his time fishing. Cause video games, man. This is what they do to me. Alright, y'all have a great one. I'm going to be right about there. Right down there. For the next 2 hours. Bye, everybody.
With TimFriend.